Welcome to the Sussex Community NHS Foundation Trust Employee Online training video. This is the Employee Online login page. EOL can be opened using a link on your desktop, the eRostering staff login link under quick links on the Pulse, or from a link emailed to you by eRostering. Do not search for Employee Online on an internet search engine such as Google, as almost every NHS trust has their own Employee Online, so you will be unlikely to find the correct one. The correct website is indicated by the word suscom in the website address. To log into the system, enter your username and password and press enter on your keyboard or click on login. If you have forgotten your login details, click on forgotten password or email the eRostering support team. If this is the first time you've logged into Employee Online or your password has just been reset, the system will require you to create a new password, which you can find at the top of your screen at the top right. Once you have logged on, your roster will be displayed over the next 4 weeks. Your shifts will be shown in green. The shift names used will depend on your roster. This example uses E for early, L for late, N for night and LD for long day. Your unavailability, such as annual leave, study days, sickness, etc., appear in grey. You can view different periods of time using the arrows at the top right. Please note that shifts will only show for a period of time that your manager has built and improved the roster for. If shifts are not visible, please ask your manager to approve the roster. The team roster can be used to see the shifts that the rest of your team are rostered to work. This displays over 1 week at a time, and please note that sensitive unavailabilities such as sickness does not display the reason for the absence on the team roster. Instead, this will just appear as unavailable. The leave section can be used to view your existing annual leave and study leave, along with your remaining annual leave entitlement. This is also where you will request leave. On the Annual Leave tab, the current financial year is displayed at the top of the page with your total and remaining annual leave entitlement underneath. You can use the arrows to view your leave in other years. Underneath this, the system displays a list of existing annual leave episodes and requests. Approved episodes will have a green tick next to them. Requests awaiting approval by your manager will have a yellow question mark, and cancelled or denied requests will display a red cross. Before going to the request section, it's worth checking the annual leave calendar. This displays a table of weeks with the percentage of your colleagues in the same staff category as you who have already booked leave for the same week. For example, if you're a registered nurse, this will only show leave for other registered nurses in your team, not HCAs, therapists or administrators. Clicking on a week will bring up a list of who specifically has leave booked. Closing the annual leave calendar now, we can scroll down to the request section. At the top of this section, your annual leave entitlement is repeated, along with what is remaining of it, plus a breakdown of how much has been taken in the past, planned for the future, and requested and not yet approved. To the right of this, your leave is also broken down by how much you have taken in each quarter of the financial year. The request leave form itself allows you to request 1 or more full days or a partial day. For full days, Put in the start date and the number of days you wish to take off. Then click on Set to bring up the end date. You cannot put the end date in manually, you must put in the number of days. Please note that the number of days is the total duration, not the amount of leave to be taken out of your entitlement. The system will calculate the hours taken based on your weekly contracted hours. For example, if I put in a request for a 7-day period of time starting on Monday 22nd November, the system will recognise my contracted hours as 37.5 hours per week and only take those hours from my entitlement, not the 52.5 hours that would result from 7 times 7.5 hour days. If you wish to leave a note on this request for your manager to read when approving or denying your request, you can type it into the notes book. Click on Submit and this request will be sent to your manager. Your request will now show in your list of episodes with a yellow question mark. You can delete requests before they are approved using the cross icon to the right. We're now going to create another leave request. So for a partial day, put in the date you wish to request, then enter the leave start time and the number of hours you wish to take off before clicking Set. So for example, if you work 08:30 to 16:30 and wish to take some leave, so you can leave at 1400 instead of 16:30, then put the start time as 1400 and the hours as 0230. This would mean working from 08:30 to 1400 and being on leave from 1400 to 16:30. The study leave section can be used to send your manager a request for time off to go on a study course. The course itself will still need to be booked via ESR as before, and as with the annual leave section, this will display the current financial year along with a list of existing episodes. Requesting study leave is much the same process as requesting annual leave. The only difference is that you will need to specify the reason for the study leave. Please also put the course location in the notes section so your manager is aware of travel time if you will be on shift for the remainder of the day. Request duty can be used to request a shift on a specific day. The system will display the names of any rosters that have been added by your manager and are therefore open for you to request against. Click on a roster to bring up the 4-week calendar, then click on a day that you wish to make the request for and select Request Duty. Once you've selected Request Duty, a list of shifts available for request on that day are displayed, along with a day off option. Click on the shift or a day off you wish to request, type in any notes you wish to attach and click on Submit. As with leave requests, this will be sent to your manager to consider for approval. Record availability is used by bank workers to inform staff direct when they're available to work. This aims to reduce email and SMS text traffic by allowing staff direct to primarily contact staff who are available to work. If you work on the bank and wish to inform staff direct when you are able to pick up shifts, drag the early icon to days when you're available in the morning, the late icon to days when you're available in the afternoon, The long day icon to days when you're available for either or both. The night icon to days you are willing to work a night. Or the all day icon to days you can work a morning, afternoon or night. If you wish to specify more precise times, amend the times in the timed box and drag this down. If you would like to ask Staff Direct not to contact you, even if they cannot find someone who has specified that they're available, drag down the unavailable box. And please note that this is just for bank work. Your manager will not be able to see this. The available bank duties section is even more proactive than record availability. This section displays a list of bank shifts applicable to your own bank contract. Please use the arrows or change the view date in order to display shifts for different time periods. Shifts against wards or COVID vaccination teams will have a book bank button on the right of the report. You can click on this button if you wish to book onto this shift. Sometimes the system will not allow you to book onto a shift and will display an error. There are various reasons this might happen, many of which Staff Direct will be able to assist you with. For shifts that you are unable to book directly, either due to an error message or the book bank button not being displayed, please contact Staff Direct. The My Profile section displays information relevant to your personal record. This is arranged in a series of tabs on the left hand side. The Skills tab will eventually show your training skills and when they expire. As yet, this information is not being brought across from ESR, so it is currently not in use for training skills. However, skills may display a small number of rostering skills for some staff. These may include a take charge skill and coded skills indicating how many duty requests you can make per 4-week period of time. The Work Contracts tab will display your contracted hours and related information. The Postings tab will display the unit you work for and any bank posts you may have. It will also display your assignment numbers, which will be useful if you need to contact payroll. The Unit Preferences tab is currently not in use. A future upgrade should allow you to specify which units you are willing or not willing to work for on the bank. The Timesheets tab will display a series of monthly and weekly timesheets depending on your contracts. Open a timesheet to display a list of elements that should have been paid against that period of time. This should prove useful when checking your pay slips to ensure you have been paid correctly. Please note that substantive timesheets do not display basic salary as this is paid from ESR. Thank you for watching this training video. If you are watching this as part of an e-rostering implementation and training course, your e-rostering instructor will now take any questions you may have on Employee Online. Otherwise, please email the e-roster support team if you require clarification on any aspect of this system. You can also contact the team if you would like an instruction manual for setting up and using the Allocate Me smartphone app. Thank you for watching.